unboxing the Xbox One. Oh, exciting. Okay, so I went and picked up my Xbox One yesterday. I wasn't one of those crazy people that queued up at midnight and bought mine and then ran off home and played it till 3 in the morning. And I'm glad I didn't, to be honest, because it took a hell of a lot of setting up and pissing around. But essentially, the box is really nice. I've found that the Kinect sensor is almost twice as big as the original one. The power supply itself is actually smaller than the original Slim 360 one. I'm not sure on the wattage on that one, but it is quite discreet. I've got a couple of photos that I'll throw in showing more of a close-up on those. The day one edition is the one I got. Across the back here you've got your HDMI in, your HDMI out. You've got an optical SPDIF. You've even got a one of those computer security holes, whatever they're called, where you can actually chain it to something so it can't be stolen. You've got a remote extender there, and also you've got two USBs in the back, one on the side, and of course your network port. It does actually look like a brick. It is pretty brickish, and I don't know. I mean, I guess it's quite fitting because from all the reports, a few of them actually have been bricking already straight out of the box. Now my brother got his one, took it home and found one of the 3 or 4 problems that many people have been reporting. His one during the setup would not find any wireless networks. Now he had to try and go in there and actually select the SSID manually, type it in and everything, and it was just a nightmare. In the end he took it back and they plugged it in and said, yeah, that's weird. Gave him a new one straight out of the box, straight swap. Now if you are successful enough to get yours to boot up past the green screen, which a lot of people are complaining about, it will come up with this. Obviously I chose English. I chose New Zealand. It's a bit of a no-brainer there. And this is the network part that I can see the other networks, but my brother's, he couldn't. So basically I said, look, I'm doing it via cable. So plugged in a cable, hit connect, and what it does, first of all, straight away, is it wants to do a download of about 500 meg, I believe, just to actually get it up and running, get it going. So his problem, of course, was relying on wireless only. He could never get it past that point. I fast forwarded the updating, of course, because it's going to be pretty damn boring watching that download. I've seen other users on Twitter reporting that they put the ghost disk in and it won't even recognize it, but it will recognize other disks. That could just be a dodgy disk. That screen there that just skipped through, that's the one that people seem to be calling the green screen of death, where you just get locked into it and you're screwed. I've seen other videos as well where their actual drives sound like they're actually chewing on the disk. Like it sounds absolutely horrible, like a cog getting stuck or something. Setting my region up here, it's an interesting thing. Now, yes, I did want to set the Kinect up, and I did set the Kinect up. But basically, at the moment, my locale, New Zealand, is not recognised. So if I want to do the chatting and actually get the Kinect to do voice control and voice commands, it will not let me do it. And I had no idea why. I was like, fucking open, close, and it wouldn't do it. So what I found is when I put the ghost disc in, it said, due to your locale or something not being supported, some audio features aren't available. And I thought, that's what it is. So I went back and I changed it. I had the option of UK, USA, or somewhere else. I just chose USA. And straight away, as soon as I did that, it wanted to reboot. And after rebooting, it was sweet as. The Kinect was recognizing my voice, no problem. So I really don't understand what the sort of difficulty was with that is. Why not just port New Zealand through to USA or, GB or something? It's not like, we speak bloody gibberish out here and no one can understand us, let alone the Kinect. Now moving on is the gamer's nightmare is the old NAT strict or NAT moderate problem. Now I had that with this. It was doing my head in. It appears that the Xbox One relies on Teredo IP addressing IPv6, and what I found was that it was constantly coming up and saying that it could not, it was connected to the internet fine, but the multiplayer experience when I tried to test that just was not working very well. It would say no, no, go away. And my NAT was strict. I found that I was waiting for days to get into just basic free-for-all and TDM matches. So in the end, I found that there were an extra two ports on the router that you need to open. I tried that. I went through the revamped Xbox Live support. In the end, I found the easiest way was just to chuck the Xbox One in the DMZ, a restart of the router and a restart of the One, and it was like NAT open. So I was like, yay! But saying that, that took me hours. Like, I was passing around with that forever. So yeah, good luck with that if you end up having that problem as well. It seems 3544 UDP, I think, is the port that is required for that Teredo IP addressing, and that's the one that'll affect your multiplayer experience. So for me, it's sort of been so far so good, touch wood. Not had any problems. It's been all good. Friend of mine had issues whereby he went to pick up his day one, and they were like, oh yeah, we actually gave that away to someone, so here, have a standard one. He was like, no, I don't think so, which would piss me off. But there must be something different between them, because the box you get with the day one is like this big, heavy bloody thing. It must weigh 20 kilos, because I didn't have too far to walk, but I almost considered switching hands with it, because it was heavy, man. And what I noticed about the day one edition box, it is different to the poverty green one, which is just the normal one. People have been joking about the day 6 edition or whatever is going to be the edition that actually works. This worked really well. I like this. Basically, yeah, you say Xbox One, Xbox on, and you go and sit down, and as soon as it sees you, it signs you in straight away. That worked really well. And also, it could see other people in the room, and it would say guest, ? And it would sort of wonder who they were. Now, if you're playing Ghosts or something, you don't have to. You remember with the Xbox 360, you had to choose what you were going to actually connect with, and use this account, use that save device. It just, if it can see you when you do it, it will just remember you, and it'll be like, oh yes, sweet, and it'll just load you up straight away, and you'll be good to go. As soon as you get through all that gumph, it comes up with a forced trailer, which just gives you a bit of a showcase of the games that are out. And I've got to say, I was a bit disappointed to find that virtually none of the arcade games were going to be downloadable or good to go. Yeah, I don't really want to go out and spend big money on all the other ones, because it's going to, like Dead Rising looks good. I'm not really a car racing fan. I've never really done it since the GTA, the original Gran Turismo, days. But yeah, I mean, it looks good. I mean, it's not quite Windows 8, but it looks very similar. So if you've got Windows 8 on a PC, this will look very similar and feel very similar. Nothing's inbuilt, everything's app-based. Even playing music, watching a trailer, you have to download an app. So that's a bit of a rundown of my unboxing. I hope you enjoyed it. I will be doing some more gaming on this console, obviously, seeing as I've only got a couple of games and I can't be bothered reconnecting the 360 for now. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed that, and let's hope that these Day 6 edition are just jokes, and we really are seeing just a small portion of failures, and I call them early lifetime failures, or bathtub failures. You imagine the shape of a bathtub, high at the top, then it goes down, then it goes up on the side and out again. Early end of life failure, and end of life is the early part is the start of the bath, and as it dips down, that's the long-term running of it with no problems, and then right at the end it dips up again, and that's the end of life failure. So let's hope that we're just seeing a few of those early bathtub failures, and it's not going to be as nightmarish as the red rings were or anything like that. So yeah, thanks for watching. Tune in next time. I'll have some more videos, some more entertainment. Take it easy. Catch you later. See you.